Hello and welcome. It is Ben, part of Essence Plays, and we are in Cities Skylines 1. Yeah, you heard that properly. It's not Essence Skylines 2. And it's going to be, well, one, it's this amazing game, which is unique upon itself, but also I'm going to do a voiceover today because I forgot to record my audio. And actually, this episode was really, really exciting. So instead of me just deleting it and then obviously next time you play the game doing you an audio playthrough, I'm going to make a more relaxing playthrough by doing a voiceover. So in this episode, there's probably 2 to 3 things that I really wanted to focus on. As you see, I'm looking at the city and giving you a really good overview of Essence downtown. Essenceburg, the OG, the original. I generally do love this game, so coming back to it and playing it is one of, like, I actually really enjoy playing the game. I know it's probably been played out to death, but I think the value of content on particularly YouTube and recording it and sharing it with yourselves is enjoying it, and I actually really enjoy it. So, you know, I hope it comes across in the videos how much I actually do really generally like playing this game. So yeah, anyway, that's a tangent. So in this one, I'm gonna build out one of the districts. That's one of my priorities. Basically, completing the west side of Essenceburg, finishing it with residential, building out a really nice park, which you'll see in a second, and then hopefully moving across into the ranch and building out the second ranch of Essenceburg. Money isn't a problem. We're making money. Like, the one ranch, the 5-star ranch that we do have is spectacular. It's bringing in so much money, but imagine double ranch. So you will see me building that out. But let's start working on the, I guess the cider or cedar district, and start placing down some residential. I was uncertain if I wanted to put high rise or low rise, but I thought, because of the way the general flow of the city is, I thought it was probably more appropriate to keep things quite small, in the sense of I didn't want like high rises or anything. So I opted for low residential with a mixture of low density commercial and a bit of office space, really, because we saw the demand rising there. And I think it worked out quite well, in my opinion. I was going to expand, build some houses next to the motorway, but in hindsight, I opted against it. And I thought, instead, I'm going to use it as a park. If I did put residential down there, people would just end up complaining all the time because they're too sick or they're unwell because of the noise. It can have a major detriment. So now I'm going to, as you can see, start placing down a pretty significant park. I didn't realize how big it was until I finished it, and you'll see now, I was going to initially just keep it as that small size, but when I started to make it, I'm like, no, actually this could be really suitable for the whole area. And that's kind of how it kind of evolved in my head. It's a bit weird doing a monologue on a game, I'll be honest, but hopefully you do appreciate the effort I'm going into to create a City Skylines OG Original 1 episode. But yeah, I made so much progress in this one. It's like, it would have been impossible not to upload it, because it would have been really frustrating, especially if you've been following the series so far. It would have been quite disappointing not seeing how it was actually materialized. So yeah, I just have to remember, I'm talking in past tense, which is unusual for me. I like to do live commentary and mess up and fumble over my words and make mistakes and laugh at my mistakes. Now it's actually, I'm looking back at how I'm playing it and going, yeah, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? So strange. As is content creation, it's just a very unusual thing to be doing, to put yourself out there and not just critique yourself, because you look back on your recordings. Well, I do anyway, and going, why did I do that? Why did I say that? So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let the video continue here, and I will snap back in a moment once the park's been built so we can see how it's going. But I'm going to let the music play. I'm going to let the game play for itself, and I'll snap back once everything's been done in the park. So, be back shortly. There we have it. Hopefully you enjoyed the sped up, kind of chilled out vibe of me building the Essence Wood Gardens, and I think it looks pretty exceptional. I'm just kind of going through it now and just looking how it kind of flowed. I just decided, like, we need more residential here. It looks exceptional and people would just love living there. So yeah, in summary, the west side of Essence Valley is completed now. There's nothing left, and I'm pretty happy with how it's generally flowed. So I'm going to skip ahead, and then we're going to start building the ranch, and I'll snap back to do some commentary on how that goes. Be back in a second. Now we have the ranch building. Hope you like the little playthrough. I like all these speed ups. It's actually quite cool doing like an over commentary. So now we're moving into ranch building, and I wanted this ranch to be even bigger than the first one, which is no small feat, if I'm honest. So the objective before I guess I do another speed up is I wanted to build like a very core area where there's lots of farming, lots of production and production. and then there's a section which is all processing. And you'll see this play out in a second, because I'll speed it up, because you're probably going to be sick of me doing commentary over a video. But yeah, the general flow is this whole area is going to be another ranch and make us a shared ton of money. So let's just do a brief speed up, and I'll snap back just near the end when it's nearly completed. So enjoy the video. Hopefully you're enjoying the sped up ranch building marathon that we've just witnessed. I love seeing how the ranch has evolved, and now I'm just obviously perfecting how things look by selecting the materials, having quite a good divide between corn, cotton, wheat, potatoes. I think there's another one. We didn't do any greenhouses because they look pretty pathetic. And obviously making sure we got all the policies enabled, because let's make those ranches as efficient as possible, because we want all the money in the world. So I really enjoyed building this ranch. Obviously, I made a mistake because I thought it was City Skylines 2, because obviously there's no water under the roads, and I completely forgot about that. It's a logistical thing that you just completely take for granted in City Skylines 2, but you have to remember to do it in City Skylines 1. So it's quite a standard thing for me, isn't it? And I think, you know, just summarising how the ranch looks, I think it looks pretty exceptional and in a great place. It summarises the general feel that I'm going for in Essence Valley. Is, you know, we're not going to be heavy when it comes to like forestry and oil and ores. It's all about being true to kind of, I guess, the Central American ranch kind of ecosystem, which is, you know, farms and cattle and stuff like that, because I think it just looks nicer, and it's just, yeah, just generally just feels much better when you build it. So very happy with that. And now I guess I'm just gonna kind of talk a little bit more before I end up the episode and just speed it up and then finish it there. Now I'm just going to do some kind of optimization of the city and just generally get the traffic flow better. I am cautious that building all this industry, it's going to blow up the transportation. So I'm going to look at, you know, redoing the roads a bit, tinkering with some of the policies, keeping a look at taxes. But if you have enjoyed this playthrough, because I'm just going to let it play out until the end of the episode, please, like, you know, if you have liked it, drop me a like. It helps a lot with the algorithm. If you want to see more of this content, maybe not in this format, probably more of a commentary one, drop me a subscribe. And if you want to comment in regards to any improvements to the episode or any general feedback, drop me a comment. But otherwise, I hope you all have a glorious, amazing and great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you later, and bye for now.